Greetings, my friends. Jimmer Lins here with your Source Filmmaker Tip of the Day. Today is Tip of the Day number 43. As always, thank you for watching, for subscribing to my YouTube channel, and for all the great feedback. It is sincerely appreciated. I'm not feeling terrifically well this evening. I seem to be having a bit of a sore throat or something, so I'm going to make this brief, but I hope useful. In fact, I know it will be useful. Not to everybody, like most of these, but to those of you who haven't seen it, you're going to enjoy this. One of the things that is useful about Source Filmmaker is that you can aim lights by using the camera surface. So I'm going to create this light here, and if I wanted to aim it, I have a couple of options. I can use the work camera, and I can select the light, and I can, where is the light? Don't go to the light. Oh, it might help if I was in the motion editor. There it is. Okay. Some days. Okay, so I can aim it by doing this with it and kind of playing around with it, and I can manipulate it in the viewport just like I would anything else. But there's another way, a better way. I can do something like this, where I place this camera somewhere nearby, and then I can just drag the light into the viewport. And then, as long as I have it selected in the animation set editor, I can then manipulate the light as though it were a camera. Now, it is not a camera. When I switch away from it, it will revert to normal stats or normal state. But while I have it in here, I can adjust the intensity, of course. It is pretty darn bright. And I can aim it. And on the right, since I have both viewports open, I can use the viewport on the right to determine how I want it to look. So I can manipulate it very easily, just like I can manipulate any other object from a first-person perspective by placing the camera where I want it, or excuse me, by placing the light where I want it. And then I can, say, create an animation for a new light. Let's say I wanted to create two lights for some reason. So I create another, I just drag it into the viewport. And then I can manipulate this one as well and say we'll turn down the intensity on this one. We'll increase the field of view. Excuse me. Drop the intensity a little bit more. Maybe have some fun with the color. Give it a sort of an orangey reddish tint. And now when I switch here, you can see that we have two lights lighting this spy very badly, but that's really not the point. The point is to show you how you can grab the lights and drag them into the viewport and manipulate them. And if you decide that you want to do it again, well, you just drag it into the viewport and do it again. And of course, you do have to be in the motion editor or the graph editor to be able to manipulate them this way. And I recommend being in the motion editor with all time selected, unless you plan to animate them in some way or another with the graph editor, which is another thing entirely. So, okay, so there's your Source Filmmaker Tip of the Day, number 43, for what it's worth. I hope it was useful to some of you. That is manipulating lights by directly manipulating them in the viewport. This has been number 43. I am your host, Jimmer Lins. I thank you for tuning in. I hope you're having a great day. I will see you tomorrow, and in the meantime, enjoy using Source Filmmaker.